Hello students, I am Jnaneshwara TN. Today, let us read and understand the poem The Man He Killed, written by Thomas Hardy. You are introduced the poem in the previous class. This is the session 27 of Basic English of BCom, third semester of Gulbarga University. The learning objective of this session is to read, appreciate and enjoy the poem The Man He Killed. Learning outcomes. After watching this video, you will be able to read and enjoy the poem The Man He Killed. You will understand the poem The Man He Killed. You will also be able to summarize the poem The Man He Killed. Now let us recall what we have learnt in the previous class. It is one of the first great anti-war poems of the 20th century. It was written in response to the Boer War in 1902 by Thomas Hardy, an English novelist and poet. The Boers were farmers of Dutch and French descent who first settled South Africa in the 1700s. It was a brutal war and it cost a lot of lives. By the end of the war, 40,000 Boers were being detained under the most inhumane conditions. Hardy did not approve of this war. Now I will read the poem. Please listen carefully. Had he and I but met by some old ancient inn, we should have sat us down to wet right many a nipperkin. But ranged as infantry and staring face to face, I shot at him as he at me, and killed him in his place. I shot him dead because he was my foe. Just so, my foe of course he was. That's clear enough, although he thought he would list perhaps offhand, like just as I was out of work, had sold his traps, no other reason why. Yes, quaint and curious worries. You shoot a fellow down, you treat if met where any buries are held to half a crown. Now let us know the meanings of some words. Nipperkin means a vessel or container for liquors. Infantry means foot soldiers. List means enlist, that is volunteer to join the army. Traps means things or stuff. Quaint means unusual. Half a crown means roughly about 60 cents. Now let us try to understand the poem. The Man He Killed is a dramatic monologue. The Man He Killed Padya Ondu Swagata. The poem opens with an air of regret. Padya Vishadadinda Aramba Agtade. The speaker is a soldier. He is telling his story in the first person. He shot at his enemy soldier and the enemy soldier shot at the speaker. ಈತ ಶತ್ರು ಸೈನಿಕನಿಗೆ ಗುಂಡು ಹಾರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ, ಶತ್ರು ಸೈನಿಕ ಈತನಿಗೆ ಗುಂಡು ಹಾರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. It does not seem like the speaker had any reason to kill the man. ಈತನಿಗೆ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನು ಕೊಲ್ಲೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣವೂ ಇದ್ದಂತಿಲ್ಲ. Had the narrator met him in a bar, he would have offered a drink too. ನಿರೂಪಕ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆತನನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಬಾರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಆತನಿಗೆ ಇವನೇ ಗುಂಡು ಹಾರಿಸ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. At first, the speaker tries to justify shooting the man. ಮೊದಲು ನಿರೂಪಕ ಆತನನ್ನು ಕೊಂದದ್ದನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಥಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. He says he killed him because he was his foe. ಆತ ತನ್ನ ಶತ್ರು, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕೊಂದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Then he begins to think about that man's life. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆತ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಜೀವನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. The speaker imagines a life for the man he killed and it wasn't much different from his own. ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಆತನ ಜೀವನ ಈತನದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಭಿನ್ನವಾಗೇನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. He guesses that maybe the other guy enlisted because he was out of work and sold all his traps, probably never imagining that this one choice might lead to his death. ಬಹುಶಃ ಆತ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡು ನಿರುದ್ಯೋಗಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮನೆ ಮಠ ಮಾರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸೈನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದು ತನ್ನ ಜೀವಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಳುವಾಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಆತ ಊಹಿಸಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಊಹಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. He did not go to war with the desire to kill a man, and now that he has killed a man, he cannot explain to himself why he has done it. ಈತ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನು ಕೊಲ್ಲುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಯುದ್ಧಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದವನಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಆತನನ್ನು ಕೊಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆದರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಾರ. Thus the poet brings out the senselessness and wasteful tragedy of war. ಹೀಗೆ ಕವಿ ಯುದ್ಧದ ನಿರರ್ಥಕತೆಯನ್ನ, ದುರಂತವನ್ನ ಈ ಕವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ರಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ. Now let us recapitulate what we have learnt in this session. The man he killed is a dramatic monologue. The narrator is a soldier. He shot at his enemy soldier and the enemy soldier shot at the narrator. The two of them would have had a drink together if they had met by an inn. At first the speaker tries to justify shooting the man, then the speaker thinks about the man as being somewhat like himself. He did not go to war with the desire to kill a man, and now that he has killed a man, he cannot explain to himself why he has done it. Thus the poet brings out the senselessness of war. I hope you have understood the poem. In the next session, let us explore more things in the poem. Please read the poem once again. Now let me check your understanding. I will ask a few multiple choice questions. Try to answer the questions. First question. What message does the author want to convey in the above poem? Option A. The speaker recalls the first time he met his father-in-law. Option B. The speaker recalls a time when he shot a man in war. Option C. The speaker recalls his war experiences. Option D. The speaker wants to kill himself. The correct answer is option B. The speaker recalls a time when he shot a man in war. Second question. The man he killed was one of the several hardy poems about war inspired by the Dash War. Option A. World War II. Option B. Civil War. Option C. Boer War. Option D. World War I. The correct answer is option C. Boer War. Question number 3. Why, according to the speaker, had the enemy soldier joined the army? Option A. He was jobless and was going through financial problems. Option B. He wanted to take revenge from the speaker. Option C. He was forced to join the army. Option D. He wanted to serve his country. The correct answer is option A. He was jobless and was going through financial problems. Question number 4. In the poem The Man He Killed, the speaker is Dash. Option A. An engineer. Option B. A farmer. Option C. A doctor. Option D. A soldier. The correct answer is option D. A soldier. Question number 5. The speaker of the poem suggests that war is Dash. Option A, a means to make money. Option B, necessary. Option C, senseless. Option D, glorious. The correct answer is option C, senseless. This is the list of websites and books I have referred. Thank you for watching.